Mr. President, the people spoke loudly last fall. For too long, the Obama administration ignored the common sense of those who manage the land and our natural resources. Now is the time for that power to be put back into the hands of the folks who know it best. That's the people of Montana, not Washington, D.C. And the Bureau of Land Management 2.0 planning rule is no different. Mr. President, the resolution we are debating today, H.J. Res. 44, would block implementation of a rule that would fundamentally change the land planning process at the BLM. It would be for the worse. During the Obama administration's final days in office, they put through many midnight rules, costing a total of $157 billion, including this rule shift, which was issued on December 12, 2016, which fundamentally changes the land planning process. The rule shifts the planning and decision-making away from those who know the land best, away from BLM regional and field offices, and back to BLM headquarters in Washington, D.C. That's the exact opposite direction that land management should be going. And that's why this rule must go also. This rule limits the voice of our local and our state governments, and it strengthens the voice of folks who are living far away from the lands that are impacted. I can tell you what, Montana farmers, Montana ranchers, Montana miners, the Montana electric co-ops, Montana conservation districts, Montana county commissioners have all expressed concern for this rule and have urged congressional action. Let me tell you what, there can't be a more common sense list of Montanans than that list I just mentioned. In fact, even the Western governors are concerned. As recent as February 10th, 2017, our own governor from Montana, Steve Bullock, and Governor Dugard from South Dakota urged Congress to direct BLM to re-examine the rule. Governors are concerned that BLM's emphasis on landscape-scale planning may lead to a resulting emphasis on national objectives over state and local objectives. Collectively, these changes severely limit the deference that governors were previously afforded with respect to RMP development. That is what our governors were saying. I'm quoting our governors from the West. There needs to be more balance in federal land management. And I'll tell you what, for the past 8 years, we've been out of balance. Oil and natural gas development on federal lands dropped significantly under President Obama. In fact, natural gas, we've seen an 18% decrease, while oil production on private and state lands doubled versus the same on federal land. Montana has nearly 2 million acres of public land that are inaccessible to the public. Our farmers and our ranchers in Montana need a more balanced partnership with federal land managers who deserve more input in the development of land management policies, not less. And by the way, our federal forests in Montana, they're in dire need of more active management. So where do we go next? There's no disagreement that revisions need to be made. But let's take this rule back to the drawing board and do it right. Let's work with our new Secretary of the Department of Interior, Ryan Zinke, a Montanan, and President Trump to restore more Western common sense to land management. I urge my colleagues to support H.J. Res. 44.